asking, but like, yeah, who's our second most valuable player? Castle, Harper, or Fox? It's definitely Fox right now. I mean, he's going into his prime. I mean, or in the middle of his prime. Like, for several years, he's going to be in his prime. And then it's Harper, I think. Nah, I'm going to go Sohan as our second most valuable player. I wouldn't go with Sohan. Sohan's very important, but yeah, I wouldn't put Sohan over. Oh, you're saying as our third? Or not third, our fourth? Like after Harper? I don't know. He's an elite defender, though. I'm playing, but I for real am big on Sohan. Yeah, Sohan's dope. Sohan's a really good player. Too many Spurs fans just undervalue our players. Okay, so I haven't seen this, but I think that this is Spurs praise. I think De'Aaron Fox extends with Spurs. So can we say this? I want to say this. Brian Windhorst, as far as mainstream media, he's one of the best, is he not? Like, he's very honest. I don't see any takes that are just bad necessarily. He's not super reactionary. I really like him. We went over enough of Windhorst that I could just say it straight up. I really like him. I can't really recall any times that I've disliked this dude. And it's not just that he's, you know, big on the Spurs. It's just, he's just honest, man. And he breaks things down. I remember he was having an argument or a debate with Stephen A. Smith, and they were just on two different wavelengths, man. This guy is very knowledgeable. I like Windhorst. Let's see if that changes.
We'll vouch for the fact that San Antonio has got more going for it than people want to give it credit for.
I think
It's not going to change. I still like him.
It's very much a growing city.
per capita, there's as many facial and head tattoos in San Antonio as anywhere in America. But in serious,
Was that a joke or is that for real? Is that for real, y'all? Or was that just a joke?
seriousness, since they got Wemby, you've been talking about, hey, San Antonio is going to be a destination for players, and they didn't engage in the KD bidding, but they were on Kevin Durant's list.
Yeah, that was
That's
on
an
De'Aaron
example.
Fox's list. And again, we talked about this.
Funny enough, that's the one thing that I kept bringing up. I kept bringing that up. Like, guys want to come here. That's our takeaway. Like, even if they don't end up coming here, guys want to.
A little bit with the Knicks. The next superstar player that becomes available. I don't know if that player will say the Spurs are on his list, but there's no doubt that they will consider the Spurs.
Yep.
And that is important when we talk about whether you can trade a contract and optionality and pick position and expiring contracts. You know, we're not looking to start any aggregation here, but there's a reason we're bringing it up. We're not just filling time.
Well, there's only so many players in the league that if you say over under on MVPs 1.5, you take the over. Victor's one of them.
Yeah, that I like that praise. I like that praise. Yeah, no, he's absolutely correct. Yeah, a lot of guys want to come to San Antonio. We're in a really good position right now. I just don't understand being upset. I saw quite a few people bringing up like, oh, De'Aaron Fox is going to put a wrench in our plans. And I'm just like, do you just not like him? Or have you seen him play before and you didn't like his game? Like, I don't understand what we're talking about here. Like, it's gotten so ridiculous to the point where we're seeing people, or I've seen people bring up De'Aaron Fox and saying, well, isn't it redundant to have Fox and Harper on the team because they play the exact same way? I have no idea what people are talking about with that. Harper has to obviously, you know, improve as a shooter and everything, but De'Aaron Fox has improved as a shooter. He has. Even though you could look at his 3-point percentage this year and be like, oh, it wasn't that great. It was the pinky injury. You take the year before that, prior to that, his numbers really high, nearly 37, 38% from three. on like 8 shot attempts from 3. He's shooting way more mid-range. Someone in the chat brought up that he slowed down his game quite a bit because he doesn't want to just be a downhill drive point guard. He's had many performances where it showed how good he is, and he is going into his prime, if not already in it. He hit a franchise record with the Kings, hitting 60 points. But the whole idea that these two are redundant, I don't think that at all. I also think that Harper's a really good player off ball. He's shown that in college, that he's really good off ball. Off ball catch and shooter, off ball cutter. He's really good at that. So I'm confused. There's nothing to really worry about. Nothing to worry about. Near the end of this contract, we'll figure some things out, reevaluate. But at the end of the day, you have so much draft capital, and that opens up the door for you in so many ways. Like, for instance, right, if you need to drop a player, like let's say Keldon, if the Spurs need to drop Keldon, and I don't think any teams really wanted Keldon when they were trying to trade him away. They were able to keep him with getting De'Aaron Fox, so that was really good. But if they were to send off Keldon or something like that, I'm just thinking of a player that because he's making like 17, I think. We don't have to check on that right now, but I think he's making about 17. So let's say you try to move Keldon. What you can do is you could package them with a couple of those seconds, right? And maybe that makes it a little bit more appealing to a team when you're trying to make something happen like that. You know, like you can just do a lot. You can do a lot. So Spurs are in a good position. Nothing to really worry about. And hey, this was inevitable. It was going to happen anyways. Spurs promised to do it, so it was going to happen. Looking at the chat, sorry. I believe what can make us a top 4 seed is Wemby's dominance. I believe the team around him. So if Wemby continues to make progress, we could be that true contender that I want to say we are. Yeah. Hopefully Wemby has like more of a kind of like a go-to move, so to speak. But I agree with you. Like, I think the Spurs are a top 4 seed. We have so much depth and just so. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on, let me just bring up the roster for a second. I was kind of blown away by something. Let's see. If we do teams and I go to San Antonio, and they got the roster here. All right, let's do previous season. Previous season. Just look at the difference here, y'all. This is where I get angry when people say the Spurs don't know what they're doing. Look at the difference here. These are the guys that you had. You had a rookie Sohan. This is just a couple seasons ago, just a few seasons ago. You had a rookie Sohan, Devin Vassell. Those were your best players, basically. Well, maybe Keldon too. Like, Keldon was like your top player. Like, those are your top. That was your big 3. And then you had Jakob, Doug McDermott, Romeo Langford, Trey Jones, Devontae Graham, Zach Collins, Julian Champagnie, Malachi Brown. I mean, this roster sucks. Let's just be real, y'all. This roster absolutely sucks. The only enjoyment we got out of that season was watching a rookie Sohan have some cool performances here and there. Overall, this season sucked. It sucked so bad. And you just jump to a couple more seasons, or a few more seasons, and look at this. Look at this roster. We're so good that our top 3, our big three, a few years ago, are our role players now. That's how much depth we have. And one thing that really blew me away was the amount of the sheer amount of defense, man. There's so much defense. I hate that. I know it's coming up kind of weird on y'all's screen. Never mind, I can't really. Can I do it? Or is it gonna look ugly? It looks ugly. You guys can see it. What just happened? No. All right, look at the amount of defense here. Sohan, elite defender. Wemby, generational defender. Julian Champagny, good defender. Devin Vassell, good defender. Steph Castle, great defender. Bassey probably isn't playing, right? Carter Bryant, great defender. Dylan Harper, good defender. De'Aaron Fox, good defender. Very underrated defender, mind you. Luke Cornett, great defender. Like, you have a lot of defenders. Lot of defenders. It's going to be good. And just a ton of depth, too. You got your big man. You got, I mean, on paper, guys, this is a playoff team. This is a deep playoff team. On paper, this is a deep playoff team. It's just a matter of how well they all, it all comes together. I believe Dylan Harper is going to be pretty good right off the bat, right? I think he's going to be good right off the bat. But this is sick. Healthy roster. If they're healthy, this is a sick roster. This is a very difficult team to beat. Very difficult team to beat. So many good defenders in Keldon. Well, what I'm hoping for is, because Keldon is a horrible defender, I'll just be transparent. But what I would be hoping for is, because you have so many defenders, that it doesn't stand out as bad, right? Like, it won't matter as much. The biggest issue with having Keldon on the team last season defensively was because we didn't really have a second layer of defense when Wemby wasn't out there. Like, it was just kind of it. Like, if Keldon's out there and, you didn't have Sohan or Wemby, it's just a wash, Also, the fact that Sohan had to play out of position so many times, too, it's But hopefully it probably won't stand out as bad now, to be honest. Doesn't mean they're not going to try to go at him. Spurs top 3-5 best defensive team in the NBA upcoming season. It's just one of those things, man, where, like, on paper, this is really good. It's just a matter of will it gel. I have faith that it will. And I have faith that the Spurs end up being a 4th seed. You just have to lay back and see what happens, I guess. Great stuff, though.